All right, gang, continuing on with our barrel vise bottom. There's a call out for 2 blind holes. It shows them being 400 thousandths deep. These are spring pockets. There are corresponding spring pockets in the top side as well. And the springs were an upgrade, let's call it, to make life easier. It holds the top of the vise open while you're trying to get your barrel and your barrel block in there. So 400 thousandths deep and it's flat bottom. How do we get there? First thing we're going to do, we're going to get the hole in there. We're going to come in with a 5/16 drill, just take some material out, and we want to make sure we only go 400 thou deep. So this is where this stop comes in handy. Okay, and a lot of you heard me explain it. You can get them on Amazon. They're not very expensive. They're about 14-15 bucks. I always bias mine to the left. That's just a habit. Bias it one way or the other, not randomly, because then if you bump it, it's on a screw. It's going to go down and you're going to lose your dimension. So you need to make sure you have enough room above to come out of the hole so you can then swap the part end for end and get into the other side. But you see I've already come in here with a spotting drill. So how do I know where the top surface is? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to just move this out. We're going to use a piece of paper. This is off the copy machine. Notebook paper is about 3 thousandths per inch. This is, 3 to 4. And what I'm doing, I'm down on my stop. I've locked the quill. And I'm going to move the paper while I bring up the Z by hand until it just catches. It says here in fine print. There we go. All right, it's dragging right there. So we're going to call that good. We're going to zero out the dial on our knee. We're going to raise up our quill. We're going to reposition the work so that we're under the cutter. At this point, I'm going to dial up my 400 thousandths. 1, 2, 3, 400, and that is to the tip of the drill. We're later going to come in with a flat bottom drill that will take out the corners. So we're going to go in and we're going to drill a hole, and we're going to leave a tip like this. So we're going to come in with our flat bottom drill. You can also use an end mill. The diameter on this pocket is 5/8, so a 5/8 end mill will do it. But we're going to come in. You're going to repeat the same procedure to get the height, and you're going to come in and take the corners out and leave a flat bottom hole. So we've set it for 400. Let's turn on the phase converter. That gives us a hole that we've roughed some of the material out. That way when we drop an end mill in there, it won't have to work as hard. Just going to slide this around the other direction, hit the other side. And because we're coming down on that stop, what's the 5th rule? Repeatability. We're now able to repeat in this hole what we did over here. So now our holes are roughed in, and because last year's crew mangled my flat bottom 5/8 drill, I'm going to have to use a 5/8 end mill to drop in there and make that pocket. Either way is acceptable, and that is how you reliably set up a depth that is repeatable. So if you had a series of holes and you wanted them all the same depth, this is how you would be able to repeat it from hole to hole.